They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Early in the game, pass complete. Great job. Sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal there. The give. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the D deny them on second and goal.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Barry. Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Barry. Snagged out of the air.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here we go. He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Burks. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10.
Military stunt.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now the toss. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. The give to the tailback. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down.
Fourth down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss answered the bell away from Roberts Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Eagles knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
They'll go to the ground.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Everett. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Oh, that slither right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on all...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Barry. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receivers got to make the catch.
And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback adapting. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got his man down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Barry. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
With the catch, it's Burks. He breaks a tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting their receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. Drills him with the stiff arm. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. The give out of the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Everett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. It's Everett. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Muscling ahead on third and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half. And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down and 10th coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, That field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
To the air. It's Barry. Makes the grab. It's Burks. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He's got him this time. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Tar Heels are on the move. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Now improvising. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Down at the 46, and the North Carolina offense
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your...
He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's got him. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here we go. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
I guess they wanted a little window dressing on that one. They knocked through the field goal, put a 3-spot on the board. Not nearly enough, and this one is over. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.